Hey guys, welcome back. So I am officially quitting Realm of Champions, and I have you guys to thank for it. I should have listened to you guys a lot earlier, but we'll get to that in a little bit. There is a new game coming out. Most of you guys probably heard of it, Wild Rift. So League of Legends Wild Rift. It's basically League of Legends on your smartphone, which I am super excited for. I cannot wait to play it. I've seen gameplay video for it. I saw gameplay for this game like months ago when it first had like a beta thing going on, but it's officially coming. Public beta is set to launch in the Americas on March 29th, so mark your calendars on Monday. It should be available for download, and I am looking forward to it. It looks really good. I saw some gameplay video from months ago. I saw some gameplay video from like a week ago. The game looks fun. It looks like a MOBA. The graphics look great, so I cannot wait to try it out. And if you guys want to play with me, we can play together. I think it's 5v5 still, so excited for it. Can't wait to try it out. And let's come back over here. So Realm of Champions, I think your days are numbered, rightfully so. But before we get there, Forge to Fight. One more little quick stop, guys. Forge to Fight. I'm a little bummed they haven't had any sort of news or announcements regarding the 4-year anniversary for this game. I thought for sure they would be hyping it up at least a little bit in the month of March, but maybe next week we'll get the full news on the 31st, since that's when this time slide up here ends. So maybe that's when we'll get some news next Wednesday. So let's see what Forge to Fight brings. And yeah. I'm hanging on, man. I'm hanging on, but honestly, this is like the last straw for me. Kabam Games, they don't do it for me. MCOC is the game that gets all the praise, but I cannot enjoy that game. I don't like it for some reason. I think I got spoiled with Forge to Fight's gameplay, and I think it's perfect. I think it's amazing. I still don't love the whiffs, and I still hate that they haven't fixed that after over a year of that issue being addressed or acknowledged, or I don't know, talked about. But it's if there's no direction for this game with this anniversary update, if there's no good announcement, I think it's time to hang up my gloves with this game. I cannot play a dead game. It's not fun for me anymore. It hasn't been fun for me. I've kind of just stuck around doing whatever new time slides they've had. But yeah, that's pretty much we'll get to this game eventually, depending on the announcement. But for today, it's Realm of Champions. I am officially done playing this game. I should have listened to you guys from the very beginning. Those of you that tried it out and said right off the bat that it was no good, I should have probably listened to you guys, but I stuck around. I think I gave it a good amount of time, thinking that it was going to get fixed, thinking that things would get polished. And I know things don't get fixed and polished, the next week after things get addressed. Some things do, other things take more time. But the fact that this game and the developers have focused on, in my opinion, money, bundles, says a lot for this game. And let me just start at the beginning. They introduced Super Soldier. You had to pay $10 to get him, in advance. And then a couple of weeks later, they started adding bundles to the game. They started adding rotating bundles for champions. It started off, I don't think they started off with like 4-star gear. They started off with like 3 and even 2-star gear. And eventually they worked its way up to 4-star gear, $100, man. And there's people in this game that have dropped money on this game for some entertainment, but good for them. But in my opinion, it's it hasn't been worth it, man. It has not been worth it. They have not, in my opinion, deserved or earned themselves any of that money. But oh well, it is what it is. But from that point on, it should have been pretty clear where their intentions were. And instead of introducing new characters, they introduce and add more weapons to the game, which means, more bugs. Every single update that this game has had has been riddled with bugs. It just, more bugs come out of it, and all these like synergies or fixes that they do, buffs and nerfs to champions, it breaks things. It breaks things really, really bad. Like Sorcerer Supreme, the Special 3. This is just one thing that's just coming to my head right away. Special 3 was bugged for like the longest time, for weeks, literally for weeks. You would cast your Special 3 and the enemy couldn't, it wouldn't even do anything. Or you could double cast your Special 3 and root like 2 champions. It's like, how? Why does this even make sense? And it's like right now, Web Warrior is like ultra busted. He does so much damage. And it's like, I guess it's one of the issues with having like so little characters in the game. Like establishing a meta for only 7 characters. Obviously, one character is gonna be like the best to play with, and currently it's Web Warrior, but so many bugs, so many issues, and lack of characters as well. Super Soldier came out in December, and we're going on 4 months now. We've broken 3 months and we're on our way to 4 months and not a single new character has come out to the game, man. And I've seen that Thor. He looks super, super ugly. Let me show you guys Thor really quick, by the way. Sorry guys, I'm going to open it up on my phone and then I'll bring it over into OBS. But let me just show you guys this horrible looking Thor. Like this is honestly like one of the ugliest Thors I've ever seen. And you guys can disagree with me or agree with me, but holy. Like, look at this. His face, man. This is like, seriously, it's like they literally took Hulk's like facial structure and they just stuck it over. Let me take off my Hulk's unequipped. Look at him. Just look at his face. And then just come over here and look at Thor. How fucking lazy is that? Basically took Hulk's character model and just made him a human on the face. It literally looks exactly like that. Sorry, Beast Crusher. I'm on a rant right now, so I'm not gonna accept. But let's go back over to Discord. And matchmaking has been super, super broken from the very beginning. Matchmaking and bots has been broken since I first kind of addressed this issue back in January. It hasn't been fixed. Kabam says bot AI improvements, and guess what? Your bots are still trash in this game. Your bots still just walk up to the enemy. Your bots still just stand around, do nothing. Your bots still. Today I had a Hulk literally just running around in circles, not even attacking anybody. And it's like, I understand maybe one of the reasons, and they don't flat out come out and say this, one of the reasons bots are in the game and why they haven't removed them from like defender tier is because it would take probably, a good amount of minutes to find a match because the player base is so small for this game. And again, that is not an issue. That's an issue with the game itself. That's an issue that they have a bigger problem on their hands if players are not playing this game, if players are not flocking to this game, wanting to play it. There's a bigger issue here. And it's a lot of the bugs, man. There's so many bugs in this game, network issues, connectivity issues. You get slingshotted across the map. Specials, they don't connect. Today I had my special 3 from Storm, did absolutely no damage. I also have sometimes Super Soldier where I basically I literally tap my special 3, the animation doesn't even go off, okay? I just tap it and I get stunned or I get rooted or I get knocked down and I lose my special. It's like so many things, man, that this game just makes me so incredibly it's so aggravating. It's so aggravating to play this game, and I'm honestly sick and tired of it. I've made a couple videos regarding bots. I've made a couple videos regarding issues for this game, and I feel like Kabam says that they watch some of the videos, but it goes on deaf ears, man, because nothing that I've strongly talked about even gets addressed. And I know all these people over here on the right hand side, like Kabam, the community members like Pinwheel, Mike, Boo, Lyra, they're all messengers. They relay information from community to developer, from developer to community. But all these people here, man, I would be embarrassed to be associated with this game at the moment because it is a giant dog pile of disappointment. I don't know how they're going to fix it. I really don't know. I don't know if they have to go the route that they did with Disneyverse, where they completely took down the game, rebuilt it from scratch, essentially. And it's a lot better now. I don't know if that's the route they need to go with this game, but at the moment, it's just, I don't know. It's just terrible. It's just incredibly terrible. And I nitpick sometimes with like small things, but today, for example, this as well, I see things like this and it's just so aggravating for me. Like I see this and it's like, really? Like you guys don't test these things before they go live? The World Quest, people are playing it and they're not getting any points. So all these people that are spending time, waste of time basically, because you're gonna have to go back in here and do it again. This poor soul down here, where was he? Deleted the game and reinstalled it, and he's not getting any points for wins. And you know, KDR comes in here and says it should be fixed after about like 2 hours or 3 hours of people saying that there's an issue with it. And guess what? It's still not fixed, buddy. It's still not fixed. And yeah. Oh man. Let's see. Rich the man. Bots are so broken. Need repairing or removing. Yep. I don't know. I don't know if this game can be saved. Its days were definitely numbered. I think, in my honest opinion, they should have just gone the MOBA route like Super War did. I think the game would have been really popular if they, you know, had a global release. But this game at the moment, player base, it's a little to none dwindling. I see the same players all the time. But I am done with it. I do wish it well. I hope it gets back on its feet. I know some people really do love the game. They do enjoy it. Good for them. But for me, I am done. I am out. And maybe in the future, if, you know, it does get polished up, I may come back, try it out again. But I don't see the bugs. I don't see the issues. I don't see the matchmaking getting addressed anytime soon. And at the slow snail pace that characters are getting released, I think more and more players will see the unfairness in terms of matchmaking with this game, that they're going to be leaving and Wild Rift is on its way. So I am done with this game, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Last video for Realm of Champions related, and we'll be back next week once Forged to Fight has an announcement. Actually, no, we'll be back next week when Wild Rift comes out. So yeah, later, guys.